But thank you, everybody. Thank you for literally risking your lives to be here today. Yeah. Pressure is on for the jokes. So let's do it. So I was listening to NPR the other day, and I listen to NPR, and that's because I'm better than you. But I was listening to NPR, and I heard that rollerblading has made unexpected comeback during COVID-19. And that's when it hit me. This thing is serious. So people gotta figure out like hobbies and shit now. One hobby that I realized that I totally missed the boat on is riding a motorcycle. Riding motorcycles is something you have to have going on in your life before the marriage. Like, once you're in, it's a pretty tough sell. Like, I could no sooner pick up a motorcycle riding habit than I could a casual heroin habit. Like, because I have no idea even how I'd sell it, right? I would say, all right, I'm gonna take this perfectly normal bike, gonna put like 1,000 pounds of steel on it, gonna put a Camaro engine right next to my nuts, and then I'm gonna like periodically tear off into the night. How's that sound? And this is how I know riding motorcycles is insane, because riding in a car without a seatbelt, illegal. Riding on a motorcycle, if you got some leather and a special hat, totally fine. It's ludicrous, it's insane. But, shit, man. Do you remember stuff? Do you remember like doing anything? Do you remember doing like actually fun, like maybe sometimes kind of edgy thing? Like the edgiest thing I've done in the past 2 weeks is lie to my wife about meditating. But seriously, like, I mean, let's be honest. I'm trying to write jokes during what's easily the least interesting period of my life. Like, sure, the world's crazy and there's all this shit going on and yeah, whoa, it's crazy. But like the day to day, pretty flat, right? Like, I work from home, spend like 80% of my time with my wife, who again, she's awesome. I'm out of my league. It's a miracle I'm with her. But I'm starved for material. So anyways, what's the deal with Laura? Right? I mean, come on, Laura. But yeah, doing all sorts of shit around the house. I bought a dartboard, which is now the locus of my existence because I turned my kitchen into like a dirty British pub. It's a form of coping. Other shit going on. Oh, I hide candy from myself, which is I have to do it because I'll eat it until I'm physically sick, which is, I think, like this perfect storm of having zero impulse control and being OCD. It's true, I'm OCD. Let's hear it for that. Yeah. But I'm OCD, but wait for it. Just the O. True story. Psychiatrist told me. I was like, what the fuck? But just the O. She's like, yeah, you just have like, just the obsessive part. So I'm like, okay. So I just have this like tormented inner landscape, but like none of the cool shit, like a really clean house or something like that. Like, also I'm heavily medicated to sleep. I take this thing called trazodone. Everybody takes trazodone. Woo! Trazodone, anyone out there? Okay, everyone, they give it to you like candy because they say it's not habit forming, but I've been taking it for 9 years. I can't sleep without it, so that's not habit forming. Whoopsie, Pfizer. Other shit I'm doing. Oh, I started growing weed. Woo! Let's give it up for weed. So yeah, I started growing weed, which is interesting because heretofore I've just killed plants, like maniacally, like pathologically. I can't do anything but it. But suddenly with the weed plants, I'm like this like intuitive mother hen. And the reason is simple. My other plants don't grow drugs. Like I promise you, if the rubber plant in the kitchen started sprouting tiny bottles of Jameson, I would have caught the green thumb a little earlier. So, transition. I used to think my dog was afraid of ghosts until I saw him trot away from one of his own farts. I have a dog. He's a wonderful animal. He's a great dog. His name is Fred. He has this beautiful face and amiable personality, this wonderful patch over his eye, these knowing human eyes, and spending so much time with him lately. And, you know, I look over at him and I feel like he's like just about to talk. Like just about to talk. And then I was like, whoa, maybe that wouldn't be a great idea. Because what if it happened? It happened. Talk to my dog. I'm looking at him. He looks back at me. And then he's like, you know, this flat earth thing really could use a bit more investigation. You know, God doesn't want you to wear that mask to the grocery store. Like an anti-vaxxer. All of a sudden he's like taking to Facebook with like the fucking crazy vitriol, just like all my friends have to unfriend him after just friending him because he's a dog. But the real reason why I think it's probably not a good idea that my dog learns to talk because that dude does too fucking much, man. Like, I don't think that any animal that's seen me masturbate 5 times in a single day needs to happen upon the miracle of language. Like, especially if he's on Facebook. Let's just keep shit the way it is. My name is Steven Jackson. Good night.